Hello, it's Talking Reds. It's Thursday, July the 11th, and it's an exciting day, not just because I'm joined by James Sutton, which is always a thrill, not just because the season officially starts today. Liverpool play Tranmere tonight, which is always brilliant, but also, James, Divock Origi, the man, the legend, he signed a new long-term contract, that's all we know. There's no release clause because, I mean, what price could you possibly put on the man? And yet he's going to be playing for Liverpool for the considerable future.
Saturday night, and I like the way you move. Divock Origi. I mean, mate, I'm made up for him. Absolutely made up for him. If you'd have asked me, 18 months ago, would Divock Origi be, holding a European trophy and getting a new contract, I'd have said absolutely fucking not. And yet here we are.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely made up for him. I would still love us to do more business, not to take anything away from it. I would still love us to get someone else in, but absolutely, Divock Origi deserves a contract, a statue, and I think we should rename the Anfield Road end. I think we should.
I think you're going to say the Anfield map. I was like, well, I'm up for it.
No, we should call the Anfield Road end should be renamed the Divock Origi seating area.
I mean, it's all up for grabs for him now, isn't it? Origi has signed a new contract. I mean, are you expecting a little bit more from him than last year in terms of appearances? I mean, it'd be hard to expect more in terms of impact, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of huge stuff. You expected more than a winning goal in the Champions League final.
Yeah, that's not enough for me.
But he's probably looking at it thinking, well, last year I had big moments, but there was times he wasn't even making the bench, was there? And times he was, so, do you think he's looking at it thinking, I want a few more starts, a bit more kind of, I'm the first fella that Jurgen turns
but
to.
He must have had those conversations. Yeah. He must have had those conversations, and also those promises. He must have been told by someone at some point, listen, you're going to get more opportunities. We believe in you. We back you, and actually, we think you can develop even more, because that's the big thing as well. Is for someone like Divock Origi, he's playing for. I mean, arguably, he couldn't be at a better place for his development under this manager. So actually, if he takes it, if he takes the mantle, if he grabs it, if he improves and becomes the player that I think he probably and his team probably think he can be, then the sky's the limit for the lad, and absolutely he could push on and be a regular starter.
Yeah, still young, don't forget, and
massive.
The promise that he's shown kind of early in his career. It's great to see him start to fulfil that, and who knows where he can go. He's certainly going to start tonight against Tranmere, because we've just worked out.
Yep.
There is a lot of really good Liverpool players on display tonight,
yep.
But not many of them up front.
No, none of them. It's basically him and Brewster. I think that's all we have.
Yeah. Ben Woodburn's going to have a big summer, we think as well, because
big day for Woodburn.
I mean, Sadio Mane, first of all, congratulations. Has made it through to the next round, the African Nations for Senegal. Obviously, Bobby Firmino's just won for the Copa America for Brazil, so he's still on the AO, I think, and absolutely fair play. Mo Salah got knocked out of the African Nations, but we're not expecting him back anytime soon. You wouldn't have thought maybe he'll do the America tour. That'd be fantastic for the people out there. But it's an opportunity, isn't it, for not just Divock, but also Ryan Brewster.
Yep.
We're all hoping to see kind of big things from this season.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, and defensively, Gomez can play. Lovren, I'm sure, would love a 15-20 minute cameo. Van Dijk, of course. Big names tonight. Worth going. Is it
sold out? Yeah. It's going to be on LFC TV if you can't get there. If you haven't got a ticket, so you will be able to watch. But we're looking forward to going over to Tranmere tonight. It's a sunny Birkenhead, and hopefully it'll be a good game. And
it's always lovely going over there.
I mean, the games sort of come fairly freaking fast now, don't they? I mean, this is Bradford again on Sunday, and then they fly out to America. Then there's a game up in Murrayfield, and it is a bit of an opportunity for fans who maybe can't get to Anfield as much as they'd like to see some Liverpool players and to see some action.
It's fantastic. I mean, especially in America. I mean, the appetite for this club. I mean, I've just spent 5 weeks in Brooklyn, and the appetite for Liverpool Football Club, not just in Manhattan, in the centre of New York, but everywhere you go, people are wearing Liverpool tops, people are singing songs, there's flags, you see little things all around. So there's a real appetite. So for them to get the opportunity to see these players in the flesh, albeit probably not the lads up front who are probably, like you say, still drunk or lying on a beach somewhere, and quite rightly so. They get to see some of the best football players in the world right now, and that is a wonderful thing for anyone.
Didn't you bump into Mo Salah in Central Park?
I did bump into Mo Salah in Central Park.
That's weird, isn't it?
It was bizarre. It was right by the Plaza Hotel. He came out. He was doing an interview for Time magazine.
Okay.
Because he'd flown over for the Time magazine awards.
Yeah.
And my friend went, "There's Mo Salah." And I went, "Oh, fuck, no, it is Mo Salah." And I mean, obviously he was surrounded by people, but I got a little handshake and got a little habibi, and he loved that. So yeah, he's now my best friend.
Okay, wow, amazing stuff. Speaking, obviously I'm best friends with Jurgen Klopp, who I'll be seeing tonight at the Tranmere game. We're going to try and catch a word with him at the end. So check out all our footage of pre-season across social media, obviously here on YouTube as well, but also the AnfieldWrap.com. If you want to listen to the podcast, if you want to subscribe to Tall Player, we really hope you do so as we get into the exciting stuff as the games start coming. In terms of things we've got coming out today, apart from all the stuff around the game, you've just recorded a transfer show with Mr. Rob Gutman and Mr. Sean Rogers. Should people be looking forward to this?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's Sean Rogers is one of the most in the know people you could possibly wish to spend time with. If you want 15 minutes of really exciting talk about Nicolas Pepe, because that's essentially what it was all about. Rob was licking his lips this morning after the furore on Twitter last night with journalists and French journalists. Tune in, have a watch. It's good.
Yeah, so that's coming up on here on the YouTube channel. Obviously, loads going on Tall Player, the Rob subscription audio service as well. Just a couple more things I want to announce before we go. We're doing an award this summer. It's called the Embodiment of Lfc Award. So it's the player in our squad at the moment who you think most embodies what a Liverpool player should be. If you want to vote in that, if you go to the AnfieldWrap.com/award. And yeah, we've had over 2,000 votes already piling in. Real spread of people, which shows we've got loads of really good guys who play for Liverpool at the moment.
Yeah,
and loads of really good footballers.
Yeah, that's it. Well, it's about on and off the pitch as well. It's about a player like you say that embodies the club. That people that I voted for Andy Robbo because I just think the work that he's done off the pitch, this charity work, is and the things that he does that you perhaps don't hear about that aren't in the press. He gets my vote. But you know what? You could vote for anyone, and I wouldn't disagree with you.
Yeah. There's whoever you do vote for, I'm sure it'll be very, very worthy one. So get down there on that. The only other thing I want to mention is the pre-season tour. We are going over to America. We're doing live shows in Chicago and New York. We will be doing something in Boston, but it won't be our own show. That's going to be announced. We are doing something in Boston, getting involved in something else that's going on, basically. So we can't announce that until we get the go-ahead, but hopefully over the next few days.
Is it Carragher's Bar in New York?
It is, yeah.
It's naughty in there. It gets very, very
Was that
messy.
your home away from home?
That was where I watched every game while I was over there.
Yeah.
The Barcelona one, that was... I had a show that night as well. And that was an interesting show.
So we are going to be in Carragher's on the Monday night before the game, July 22nd. July 18th, we're going to be in Chicago. There are still tickets available. If you want to come to that one in Carragher's, I will get your tickets soon. That is going to sell out. Chicago is a bigger venue, so obviously still sort of get your tickets, but you're okay for that for the meantime. But New York, I will get them over the next few days if you do want to come, because that is really close to selling out. But yeah, I think that's everything. Nice to see you, James. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Enjoy the start of the season tonight. Do check out everything the Anfield Wrap's doing around the game if you can't be there. And yeah, up the Reds.